Sometimes you want to combine your datasets into one dataset, and there are different ways to do that. There are two functions, cbind and rbind, that can be used to combine row-wise or column-wise. So if you, for example, have two vectors, A, which contains the values 1, 2, 3, and B, that contains the values 10, 20, and 30, and you cbind A, B, then you get the result as these. You column bind them, so each will be in a separate column. So the first column is A with the values 1, 2, 3, and then the second one is B with the values 10, 20, and 30. And the function rbind will bind them according to rows instead. So the first row will be A, 1, 2, 3, and the second one will be B, 10, 20, and 30. And it should be noted that if the objects differ in length, the shorter one will be recycled, and that could cause errors. Merge is really useful to merge two datasets that are matched by a common variable. And this is rather difficult to do in Excel, so I think R is really useful for this. So in this case, we have a data frame, and in the column AA, we have a lot of drug substance names: citalopram, sertraline, fluoxetine, escitalopram. And then in the second column, we have a lot of ATC codes, which are specific codes for these drugs. And then we have another data frame, DF2, where we have ATC codes in the CC column, and then we have the brand names in the DD column. And if we want to match these columns, we do this by the function merge. So we first say merge, and then which data frame to merge. The first one is the DF, the second one is the DF2. And by which columns do we like to merge this? By.x equals to BB. And this by.x is which column in the first data frame do we want to use. It's the BB column. It was the column with the ATC code. And then by.y, which is which column in the second data set do we want to match. And in that data set, the ATC codes were in the CC column. And then we get this result. And if you do remember the first data frame, it had more than 3 rows. So why this? It's because only the complete matched rows are included by default in the merge function. So if you would like to see all the data from both data frames, you would add the argument all equals to true. And then every row will be included even if data is missing. And here you can see the results. So you will get all the data. And for this sertraline, there is no brand name it's not in the second data set at all, but you get it here. And you could choose to select only all rows from dataset 2 and not from dataset 1 or etc.